What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lyndon Britt from SuccessWithLyndon.com, also the founder of Home Run Marketing, where we cover all bases of your business. And today on Tips and Tools with Lyndon, we're going to be covering a nice little topic of begin with the end in mind. All right, so while Facebook is actually building my audience, here, let me cut notifications off. While Facebook is actually building my audience, we are going to go ahead and I just wanted to greet a couple of people, tell you hello. Thank you for watching this thing live. Thank you for jumping in here. If you do happen to be watching, recording, whether live, let me know where you viewing from. I myself are coming here from the wonderful, beautiful, sunny Dallas, Texas right now. And I just wanted to say hello to you. Greet you, say, make some acknowledgments up. But just to let you know who I am, my name is Lyndon Britt once again. And one thing I absolutely love to do is be able to help marketers get through stinking thinking to be able to achieve success in their online businesses. What's going on, Mr. Eric? Appreciate you hopping in here, man. Appreciate you taking a couple of minutes. And one thing I also love to do is show marketers how they can earn a part-time income from home while still working full-time in their regular job, in their lovely job. So show you how to generate more income in the household. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the content. I'm not going to keep you too long today. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into things. Begin with the end in mind, okay? Begin with the end in mind. So when you hear that phrase, a lot of people, it's kind of obvious too. A lot of people, they know what that means. And then others kind of have a thought of like, okay, can you elaborate on what do you mean begin with the end in mind? Let me ask you a question. When you begin anything, what is the objective for you starting it? What is the purpose of you setting a goal? What is the purpose of you beginning anything? Nobody starts anything because they have the intentions of quitting. Am I correct? Thumbs up if you agree. Facebook needs a thumb down button for people that disagree. That would be pretty cool for them to create, just to see how many folks would disagree with the things you're saying in general media. But thumbs up if you agree, smiles, hearts, whatever it is. Okay, if you agree with that. Nobody has the intention of starting something. Nobody starts anything with the intentions to quit. Okay. So when I say begin with the end in mind, your thought is not on my feed. Well, yeah, that would be cool, but hey, it just something for Facebook to think about, just so you know your market. You kind of know what you're targeting thing when you talk about it. That's why I say that. But nobody has the intention of not finishing. Okay, when you start something, whether it's an ultimate goal, your objective is to be able to get to that final product. That's exactly why you started marketing what is or doing whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be business, fitness, personal, anything. And you know me, I love giving examples, so I like to put things into perspective. Appreciate that. I like putting things into perspective for you really get an understanding. Okay, so understand this. When you say I have fitness goals, I want to be in better shape. What's the objective? What's the reason why a lot of people say, hey, I'm going to get in shape. I'm working to get in shape, because a lot of people have an end result to say, you know what? This is what I want to look like in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, whatever. You have an ultimate goal. What happens along the way, a lot of people quit along the way because of the process that it takes. So it makes me wonder, did you really have the intentions of accomplishing your goal? Everything that a person does, every decision that a person makes, they have the end result in mind. Okay, give you another example. And I'm gonna go through a range of examples just so you can see this isn't just business based. Okay, of course, you know I speak from a business standpoint on these lives, but I really want you to understand this is in life in general. I want you to think about a gamer. I want you to think about it, people that actually love whether they're creating or playing a video game. When a person buys a video game, their objective is not to play that thing for a couple of times and send it back, just like they say on GameStop and all that kind of stuff. Their objective is to figure out how they can master that game. They see themselves making it through each and every level, finding every different secret of a game, finding different portals, the secret places they can go, everything that they can find out about a game to be able to master it and end it, to conquer the game. They want to know what it's like to get to the ending credits. You know, I mean, how many of y'all know if you beat a game before, the game has ending credits, okay? It's just like a movie. When you start a movie, if you go to a movie theater, you don't get up halfway through the movie and then leave, right? You want to find it. You begin that movie with the objective of finding out how it ends. Okay, and if it's a to be continued, you're like, I can't wait to go see the rest of the part so I can see how it ends. So why is it that if every decision that we make, we have the end in mind when it pertains to business? For some people, not all, but for a lot of people, or for a particular goal, whether it be business or personal or something like that, why is it that halfway through, a lot of us have the notion to actually quit? Did you really have the intention of accomplishing that thing that we said? Because if it's really something that you want to do, the end result is the only thing that you see. You don't see the process. You don't see the difficulty. Of course, there will be difficulty. You don't see the hard times. You don't see the hardships that you have to go through in that time, because the only thing you're focused on is the end result. Okay, I told you I'm gonna make this one short, and hopefully I've already kind of touched on that point of what I want you to realize. Right now, if you have personal goals, if you have business goals, fitness goals, whatever it is, relationship goals, whatever they may be, you didn't get into a relationship. How many of y'all know a lot of people get into the relationship of looking long term? Regardless, they say, I'm not getting married, I'm not having kids. I've heard it all before, but a lot of people, maybe that's not right now. Your ultimate goal is to do that later on. But guess what? That's still an end result. Your ultimate goal is right now. You know what? Right now, I'm not looking to do that right now because I want to make sure I have the right person. So your end result may still be to have a family, to have children, all that kind of stuff. But right now, you're in that process right now where you're just trying to maybe particularly find that right person to do it with. So it's a lasting and a great relationship, not just the first person that you're with, correct? So it's the same thing with your business. It's the same thing with your personal life. How many of y'all have a goal right now that you're working toward? You have a goal right now that you're actually working toward, that you have the end result in mind. Okay, I know I do. Okay, my wife and I, once again, we own our own t-shirt company business. Right now, you know what? Our end result is to be able to do this, grow the business so much that we can outsource, that we have to outsource a lot of our work. Regardless of how much we actually love the business to do, in order for you to generate a residual income, you have to be able to take yourself out of the picture. If it requires me always doing the work, I can never create a residual because I'm always working. But if there's a way that I can create more income without me having to do the work, that's what you call the residual income. So that's what we're working toward. That's our end result. Okay, and it still be Brit Impressions. I have an online business. Okay, I show people how to generate and make money online, how to generate leads online, stuff like that. If I can show you how to do that without you having to put in all the footwork, guess what? Your end result is to become financially independent in the ways that you can without having to do all the legwork. Okay, one thing that we absolutely love to do, just love those type of things. Relationship goals, fitness goals. Okay, in this fitness goal, one of my fitness goals, I want to be the best baseball player on the field during the season. I want to be feared at the plate. I want to be feared on defense. I want them to be like, don't hit it toward the third base side. He can stop anything. I want them to don't pitch him any strikes. He'll knock it out the park. That's my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to be in the best shape of my life and be able to be one of the best players on the field. That's a goal. That's my end result. That's what I'm working toward. So halfway through, why would I stop if anything that I'm doing would actually not get me to that point? So how many of y'all have a goal that you're working toward right now? And you're seeing those hardship times. In order for me to make it to that goal, guess what? I've got to have those days when I get limited sleep because I have workouts to do. I have limited sleep. I'm going to be exhausted and tired because I burn out a lot of fuel that I get because of what I eat. I've got to limit the thing. I got to begin watching. I've got to be able to exercise harder. My workouts have to become more intense sometimes. I've got to deal with extreme heat in Texas weather and be out there in that heat all kind of days. So understand, if you have an end result of a goal that you're trying to work toward, you're going to go through complications. But when you begin that journey, a lot of people, when they tell you to write down your goals, write down the things that you want to do, make sure you literally do that. See, a lot of people, just like myself, I thought that was pointless. I remember everything now. I know what I want to do. There's no point in me writing it down. Now, I'll give you an example of why you need to do that. I'll give you a personal reason why you need to do that. How many times have you ever seen a kid that taps you on your shoulder and it's just you like, okay, kid, okay. All right, I got, and it stopped. They demand your attention. That's what writing your goals down actually does. It puts it in front of you to actually demand your attention. When you see that goal and you ignore it, it's like that person tapping you on your shoulder until it just gets annoying. You're just like, man, okay, I got you. I know what I'm working toward today. I see what I need to be doing. And it's just tapping you on the shoulder and you're just like, all right, man, I see it. But each and every day you see that goal because it's written before you and you say, you know what? Eventually it comes to the point, just like that kid tapping you on your shoulder, it gets to that point where you say, you know what? I can't ignore you anymore. I've got to acknowledge that you're right before me, that I see you each and every day. And in order for you to stop tapping me on my shoulder, I've got to see what you want. I've got to answer you. I've got to do those things. I've got to be able to put some kind of work in to be able to say, you know what? You've got my attention. You don't have to tap me anymore. Write your goals down. Put them before you. People, they have a board, whether you do it at home. One of the things I actually plastered on the airbag part of my car and on my side. I wrote some things out and I taped it to the airbag part of my car. So each and every day I got in my car, because I didn't put it on my visor. I don't let my visor down. I wear hats a lot of times, sun in my face. So guess what? If it was on my visor, it would stay flipped up. I wouldn't see it. But if I put it on my dashboard each and every day, people thought it was tacky. When they got in my car, like, why do you have this right here? Read it. You'll see. Put it in front of you. So if you're making goals and you say, you know what, I'm going to go, I want to do this. I want to lose weight. I want to become a better person in my business. I want to become a better husband. I want to become a better life. I want to become a better athlete. I want to become a better business person. I want to become whatever it is that you're trying to do. When you begin your journey, your end result is figure out how you become better than it was when you first started. Do not stop in the middle of your journey because things got difficult, because understand this, wrong, you still have that same goal. If you still got that same goal and you're working toward it, guess what? Now all you did was prolong the ending time, the time you actually get there. And when you begin to do that thing again, guess what you got to do? Start all over. How many of y'all have been in line in school or something like that and you forgot something? They say, hey, you tell somebody, hey, hold my place. You're not at school anymore. You tell somebody, hold my place in line. I'm finna go get this. I'll be right back. And when you come back, somebody else that's further back in line be like, nah, you can't skip. And you be like, no, I'm not skipping. I'm just getting my spot back. No, you can't skip. You need to go to the back of the line and wait. Now you're like, what you talking about? I was right here the whole time. No, you got out of line, which means you lost your place. That's what starting over does for your life, your business, and everything else when you decide to quit halfway through. You can't just pick up where you left off. You got to start all over at the back of the line. So if you got a goal in mind, begin with the end in mind. When you start your goal, if you got a fitness goal right now, if you got a business goal right now, write it down, put it before you. Understand, in between is that process. That's that hard work that you got to put in. That's that sweat that you got to grind in. That's those no's that you're going to have to receive from your family, friends, and even strangers. Okay, that's that work that you're going to have to put in. That's those irritating times, those people tapping you on your shoulder that you got to deal with until you get to that end result. And the entire time you're going through that middle process, that pain process, because at the beginning, it's a thought. In the middle, there's a pain. And once you finally reach that end result, there's your pleasure. Okay? If you want to make it to that pleasure spot, you got to have your end result in mind, the entire process. When you start the thing, all you're thinking about is how I'm going to look 6 months from now. Matter of fact, if you want a t-shirt made from Brit Impressions, hit me up. Laugh now, but you won't be laughing in 6 months. Let me know. I don't care what it is. You let me know. Say something like that. Motivate yourself. Inspire. Where people look at you, be like, you know what? 3 months ago, I would have been laughing at you, but right now I see you were serious. Yeah, I was serious. Why? Because people begin to pay attention and notice when you have nothing but your end result in mind and nothing stopping you, is nothing slowing you down. All right, if this is resonant, if you're understanding, give me some thumbs up, some likes, if this makes sense to you. Once again, every single thing, every decision that you make is made with the end result in mind. When you say, I'm going to buy a new car, I don't care if you're going to purchase a new car for your family, yourself, whatever it may be. Your objective is not, guess what, I'm going to buy a new car just because I like the car. No, my end result is I need to get from point A to point B. Perhaps you've earned the right to be able to go and get the dream car that you've always wanted. When I first began this business, I started this business because the end result, I wanted to prove to myself that I can get the Maserati. I can prove to myself that I can get the Lamborghini, anything else like that. And you work your butt off, and guess what? You made it to the end result to walk onto that parking lot and say, give me that one. Without having to be in reserve about the price. You earned that right? So, when you begin, let me plug this thing up. Phone's about to go dead 1 second. There we go. When you begin any journey that you start, I don't care what business that you do, what personal goals that you set. Your ultimate goal is to have the end result in mind. And you don't stop looking. Do not stop looking at the end. They said the difference between a lot of people when you're actually on the journey, people are thinking short term, they're looking at the road. They're looking at the speed bumps. They're looking at the craters in the ground. They're looking at the uneven pavement. They're looking at the curb, how they could fall off the side, the ones that don't have boundaries and all that kind of stuff. But whereas the people that are looking long term, they're actually looking for something, all they see is the horizon. How can I get to that point out there? All this is just, these are just byproducts of things that I know that I'm going to have to go over. I'm going to have to conquer. I may have to detour from a few things, but my end result is that horizon up there. If that is you, which is every single person that makes a decision, start thinking about the end. Begin your journey with the end and go through your journey with the end result. I don't care if you started your business yesterday. I don't care if you started your goal of losing 5 or 10 pounds today. You continue to look toward the end result of what you're going to look like, what your business is going to look like, anything else like that later down the line. It's going to be times where you don't have leads. There are going to be times when you don't get results. There are going to be times when those pounds go up rather than down and you're looking like, I've done everything right. Guess what? The natural body is not designed to just lose weight every day. You gain some time too just by going to sleep. Just to let you know that. So if you're a pound watcher, forget all that. All right. But that's just a little side note. But when you start your journey, do nothing but focus on your end result, and that's what you're working toward. Nothing else. The journey's not always easy, but go toward that end result. All right. So I hope you all got some great value from this lesson today, from this live today. If you did, some thumbs up, some likes, some hearts. And if it resonated with you and it made a lot of sense and you think a lot of people could actually benefit from this message, hit the share button to share it out as well. I appreciate you all hopping on here for more valuable content and information and stuff like that to be able to learn how to grow your business. You can meet me over at successwithlyndon.com. You can also find more videos over at facebook.com/LyndonBritt2. What's going on, Mr. Chris, man? We got to talk, got to catch up. Didn't get a chance to talk with you the other day, so we need to talk. But look forward to talking to each and every one of these persons that hopped on here. I thank you for the live, for those that watch live. If you are watching the recording and you're looking to connect with me, meet me over at those sites I just gave you. If you've got questions, you can always message me, or there's a question box over at successwithlyndon.com as well. And they're free products, free resources for you to learn how to use social media in different ways to grow your business online, as well as products if you're looking to master those ways as well. I hope you'll have a blessed and wonderful day. I appreciate you all time on spending a couple of minutes with me on live. But just remember, as you're going about your day today, and any other goal that you have that you're setting today, and from any day from this day forward, begin with the end in mind and don't quit anywhere in between until you accomplish that goal. Write those goals down, put them in front of you. Let it be that kid that's tapping you on the shoulder, getting your attention each and every day that you're working for a reason. All right, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Appreciate y'all, and I will see you all later. Tips at 2 tomorrow. Another lovely topic already waiting to come out.